Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I'm going to be creating this two-page spread using ribbon, rickrack, and rope, and lots of other supplies for my stash. So come along, let's put this layout together and let's get started. So the layout that I'm creating today is a double-page spread featuring 8 photos, which is a lot of photos for me, and I actually went back and forth. I thought about doing a mini album for this and then decided against it, and that I just wanted to do a 2-page spread with lots of photos. So I have these 6 3x4 photos that I have mounted on a piece of white cardstock, just with a little white border, and then I have 2 4x6 photos. And you can see that I've already gotten started with a little bit of ribbon on this photo and on this collage of photos. And I'll hold that up. If you look closely, those photo corners are actually ribbon. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's super, super easy and gives just a little bit of texture and kind of just something different. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a small piece of double-sided tape. I like the Easy Tear tape from Thermoweb. And then I'm going to take my piece of ribbon and just bring it right up to the corner and then wrap it around. And when I bring it around the back, what I want to have happen is to have both of the ribbon touch, I guess, both sides of the ribbon touch. So I'm just carefully wrapping that around the back and then just pressing it into that double-sided tape. And there we have the photo corner. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for this layout. I want the photos to touch, the 2 groupings of photos to touch, so that all of my photos are here in the center of the layout. And then I'm going to put my title down here, journaling right here, and then put a few embellishments throughout the page. So I'm gonna go ahead and adhere my photos. You'll notice on the background here that I've already prepared that I have 2 sheets of cardstock, of 12 by 12 black cardstock as my base. And then I trimmed down a piece of cream colored cardstock. And I did that because the pattern papers that I will be using have a cream base instead of a white. This is actually quite unusual for me to use an all cardstock background. Typically I prefer pattern paper, but I am working with an older collection and I just didn't have the option of having 2 sheets of pattern paper. Actually, I'm working with October Afternoon products, and you can no longer buy most of the October Afternoon stuff. So I went with a cardstock background this time, and we're just going to dress it up a little bit. Okay. So as I mentioned, I'm working with an October Afternoon collection. This is a collection I've had in my stash for quite a while. I love October Afternoon stuff. I'm really sad they're no longer manufacturing new stuff. It's kind of a bummer. But the collection that I am working with, just in case you're interested, or you can find some of their stuff. Some stores do still have a little bit bit in stock. But I'm working with the Treasure Map collection, which is kind of a beach pirate themed collection. And since this layout is about a pirate themed party at my son's school, I thought that that would be a perfect collection to work with. So I'm just adhering a few pattern paper strips. I'm making sure to adhere to, I guess, to balance things out. If I'm using, you know, this plaid pattern paper on this half of the layout, then I want to make sure that it's on this half of the layout as well. So I've got a border sticker here that I'm going to put, oops, here on the left side of the photos, or the right side, pardon me. So I have a few stickers here that I have already put fun foam on the back of them. This one I also added a brad, but the title for this layout is going to be just Pirate Party. Not super original, but you know. And I did, these are letter stickers, but I took them and I put them on, I popped them up on a bit of fun foam, first of all, and then I put them on, put some more adhesive on the back of the foam and adhered them to wax paper so that I could decide exactly where I wanted to place my title. Okay, so now I have my title in place, and I'm gonna go ahead, I felt like this, I really liked the pop of dark color right here at the bottom, and so I'm gonna go ahead and bring a little more wood grain here to the top of the layout as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, here's my tape, whoops, adhere this pirate ship. And as I mentioned previously, I did put some fun foam here on the back just to give it a little bit of dimension. So I have this label sticker. If you're familiar with October Afternoon, that's one thing that they did an awesome job at, was label stickers. So I'm going to put this label sticker here at the end of the title, and then put this, this is another sticker that I added a brad to, just says set sail, has an anchor on it. And I did not add fun foam to the sticker on the back, but I did to the sticker that I'm layering. I like just that little bit of shadowing under the sticker. So I have a few more bits that I want to, or a few more embellishments that I want to put on my layout. So I've got a little flare badge. This just came from my stash. I honestly don't even remember who makes this little flare badge. We'll just adhere that little flare badge right there. This one that says, this flare badge says Epic Day, and this definitely was an epic day. This was the second to last day of school, and my son's teacher did have an awesome pirate party for her class. So I'm just gonna go ahead, let's see, put this epic day right here next to my little pirate. I have a few little labels to put in place. I want to put this one that says My Treasures right here on this photo. And then this label that has the date, I've already stamped the date onto that. And I have this flare badge that says Captured. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to put my journaling right here on this library card. This, I'm not going to put my journaling on this particular layout until I'm done filming and taking photos, because I do want to put, I guess not really personal information, but I will write the name of my son's school and the teacher and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that after. I'm going to adhere this file tab, the red file tab. As you can see, there's a lot of red in my photos. And so I didn't pull a lot of red embellishments, but I did pull a few. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this circle die cut that's kind of a compass, and I did put a brad in the middle of that. So I'm just going to finish embellishing with a few more little tiny word stickers. Okay, and I think that's all the embellishing I'm gonna do. And so I've pretty much got the basics of this layout complete. I just want to add this little bit of rope, and this is small rope. I think I actually got it at the Target dollar spot. And I just cut off a small length of it, and then I tied a knot just for a little bit of interest. And I'm gonna adhere it with this easy tear tape. So I'm just gonna use this precision pen. I would prefer to have a pencil, but I don't have one right this minute. And I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny dot right there where the knot in the rope is, just because that's where I want to stop putting this type of adhesive. So this is easy tear tape again, but this is a 1/4 inch easy tear tape. And I'm just going to put down that little strip. Okay, so I'm going to remove the backing off of this and start adhering the rope. I'm just going to stick it right here along the bottom. And then when I come to the knot, I'm going to use a glue dot, because that's a little bit heavier, a little bulkier. When I cut this rope, it started to unravel, and I didn't want it unraveling on my page. And you could use like maybe some fray check, or possibly even, depending on the kind of rope that you use, you can burn it so that you kind of melt the ends together. But honestly, as a scrapbooker, what I had was glossy accents, and so I put a dot of glossy accents at each end of the rope, and it's not going to fray. So the last finishing touch that I'm going to put on this layout is this black piece of rickrack. I'm going to adhere this with liquid glue. I'm going to use my glossy accents. I'm just putting a little tiny bit, not very much, because I definitely don't want it to soak through the rickrack. I just want a little tiny bit here at the bottom, or here on the back, to keep it in place. And now we're going to call this one finished. So I hope that you know, this layout gives you a couple of ideas on how to use your ribbon and rope and rickrack. So thank you again for stopping by. Make sure that you visit the other Stash Bash videos. I'll make sure and leave a link in the description below so that you can find everyone's videos. Make sure to like this video if you like to see ideas different ideas about how to use your stash. And if you'd like to make sure that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can see whenever I upload a new video. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.